Hello everyone and welcome to this tutorial. Today I'm going to explain how to create a custom header using Elementor Pro. And also if you stay until the end of the video, I'll explain how to create this effect here, the sticky header, right? So let's get started. First thing, what we need to do is just access to your WordPress dashboard. So if you have access, you go to the dashboard, right? And the section is templates. So if you go here, templates, and then theme builder, you will see the theme element already have a theme builder here, and then you can see all the sites part, right? So for that, we're gonna start doing the header. I already have one, so we're gonna create a new one. So add new. And the good thing of Elementor have a library where you can see a lot of templates. You can go and if you want, just check them, and if you like, you can insert and play with it. But today we're gonna do from the scratch, so we're gonna do custom. So we close this, and then we work from the scratch. Okay, so first thing what we need to do is just press this plus icon, right? And then we need to insert a section, right? So as you can see here is how you're going to divide this section already. You can select which one. So for that one, we're going to put three. First one, it will be the logo. Second one, it will be the menu. And in the third one, it will be the call to action or a button, right? So as you click the section, it will be added into your page, right? Okay, so here on the left you have the control panel with Elementor with all the tools, right? Normally it's always the same, so the layout, style, and advanced, right? So for that, what we're gonna do first is kind of design what's the width, right? So as you can see here, you can assign what's the width you want, or we can go for the full width, right? So we can go the full width, right? It will be an option for that one. Okay, so now we're gonna add the widgets. So for that, you go through this icon here, and then you press you can go and search for them, or you can manually scroll and see which one you want, right? There's many of them. So in that case, what we're gonna do is a picture or image, right? In here we want to add the menu, so WordPress menu, and in the last one we're gonna add the button, right? As you can see, is Elementor is drag and drop, so it's just basically pick any widget that you guys want and then drag into the column, right? So also you can manage here the size as you guys want, or you can go to the edit column, and then here in the column section width you can assign what size you want, right? So that's gonna make it here to make this nicely, right? And that one 20, so that it will make 100% of the width, right? Cool. So now we are going to start from the logo. So let's go into the picture or image right here, and then in the image we just choose what image we want. You can go and upload that from your laptop or from your file, select file, and then you upload that, or you go to the media library and then you select the logo if you have the logo already. I think I do. Yes. So select the logo and add it. As you can see here, the logo is already added. So now if you want, some websites, when you click the logo, it will take to the home page. That function is through here. So you click the edit image, and then here's a link. We're gonna define what the link, so custom URL. You can go and then select the URL and copy and paste, or you can go here and say dynamic tags. If you click in there and then select site URL, which it will take that to the home page. In that case, the site URL, it will be the domain name, right? Cool. So the logo is already done. We're gonna do the menu. So we want to align all the menus, as you can see here now, is at the top and it's a little bit gap here. We're gonna align this to the middle. How we're gonna do that? In here, right? So edit the column. We're gonna go through the vertical align and then we're gonna go middle, right? Cool. So as you can see now, the menu is aligned to the middle of the column, right? And we're gonna do the same here for this button, right? Edit column, and then we go vertical align middle, right? Cool. So let's gonna edit the menu. Here in the menu, I already have my menu, but I'm gonna show you how to create, because when you start, probably you don't have no menu, right? So as you can see here, say go to the menu screen to manage your menu. So if you don't have any, you just go click here. It will take you back to WordPress. And then to the menu, where the menu is here is in appearance menu, and then you go through that. What we're gonna do now is create a new menu. We're gonna call here menu name, so you can put new menu, okay? And then you go to create menu, right? Cool. So what we need to do now is add the items. The items are here on the left, right? So you can see it's normally page, post, products, depends what you guys want to add, what's the requirement for your menu, right? So you can add them. In that case, I'm just gonna add, for instance, the about. What else? A blog. And if we got here, for instance, contact me, and we're gonna add the services, right? So services here. And then we just need to go to add to menu. As you will see, now it shows up here in the menu structure, right? So if you wanna organize this, you just need to press or click in there, and then you can drag, move, as you want, right? So let's gonna do this, contact about me, beautiful. What we can do is create a sub menu. So inside of services, what we can do is just create, we can add what kind of services we do. So in that case, let's go to WordPress and then web design. Okay, so as you can see, we add it here, but then we drag them inside of services. Okay, so once it's done, we save the menu, and then we're going back to the Elementor, right? So what we need to do, as you can see right now, is not showing, but if you reload the page or the browser, it will be there. We just need to go here and then menu and then see new menu, right? So now we got the new menu, right? As you can see here, we want to apply a few style, right? So what we probably want is to align this to the right. So for that is here in the layout, then you can make that as vertical, right? Which is for for the footer if you want. Drop down is more for the mobile version. What we want to do is horizontal for now. Make this aligned to the right. As you can see here, you go left, center, right. The pointer is this effect that when you go over the menu, it shows this pointer. You can put that as underline if you want, right? Or maybe you can make this as a text. So when you go over, it's making the effect. And here the animation that you want to apply, right? So that's gonna put float. Makes this pop. All right, cool. So then next step is if you want to create the submenu indicator, which is that one. If you want to change, so you just go the icon. Elementor Pro got a lot of icons already. So you can go through all icons. So the recommended, in that case, we're gonna select the recommended one of those. I like that one. Okay, and pretty much now we got this mobile drop down. That is for the mobile version, right? We will go through it after. Let's gonna now finish the style, right? So we're going through the style. And then here in the main menu, which is that one, right? So we want to change the color. We're gonna put the color as a dark blue, which is the our blue. As you can see here, you can go and pick any color that you guys want, or this the hexadecimal, right? And then if you're gonna use this color like often, you just go here, press plus, and then you're gonna save this for next time, right? So as I already have my one here, blue. I like that one. And then when you go over, that means when you go over the text, it will be this kind of granite. And then the active, when it's active, that means it will keep granite. Okay, cool. So probably we can go here, typography, and then go through the weight and make that semi-bold, which is make more predominant the text, right? Cool, I like it. So let's gonna keep going. If you want to add the divider, you can add divider here, so it will make this divider, but I don't want that. And then here horizontal is just to make the padding space in between, right? So I'm just gonna skip this part because we don't want anyone who needs that. Okay, so we're gonna go through the drop down. The drop down is this part here. So we're going through the drop down. Same. We want to put the drop down, the background color. It's gonna put dark blue. Text maybe white. When it's over, we're gonna make it granite. That means it will get this effect. So you go over, and you see it's making this effect here. I see the typography is a little bit thin, so we can put that as a 500. Cool, much better. And when it's active, we can just go granite and then white. Okay, so if you wanna, play around with these borders and make the radius, all this is just to create a shadow, right? Is all this configuration, also the divider, right? And then the distance. The distance is just if you want to create a space in between the distance in the main menu and the drop down. As you can see now, you can make this gap. So it's gonna make that as it was, right? And that's it. We're gonna finish this mobile view right after. First, let's gonna finish this desktop view, right? So then we can jump into the mobile one, right? So okay, so here, this is the button. We can just, it's the call to action, right? So this is what we want the user to do, right? In that case, if you want them to do call us now or maybe contact us, right? So we get them into the link here, and then we just put the contact us page, right? If you type contact us, normally the Elementor will display what's the contact us if you already have the page. If I don't, so probably no. Okay, so contact, if I have a contact page, contact me, right? It will take me to the contact page. Or if here, for instance, I have this request, a quote that you can call a pop-up, right? A pop-up is this effect that it shows, right, when someone click here, right? And instead to move to a page, go to the page, it will display this pop-up, right? Which is a form in there. So I will show you in another video with the pop-ups how you can create this pop-up. I already have one, so I'm just gonna go here, dynamic tag, and then go to actions, pop-up. You click in there, right? And then you see all. No, I just want the one I want. As you can see here, the action is open, pop up, get a quote, I think it's called. Yes, get a quote. Cool. So now when someone click here, it will be a pop-up that it will show this get a quote, which is a form to fill up, right? It's a cool feature, right? So let's gonna start this. If you want to align the button, is in this section here, alignment. Let's gonna put that in the center. The size probably medium. Icon, if we want to create an icon for that, maybe yes. So let's gonna put that to the right section, right? And then insert. And if we want to display this, that's before. So let's gonna put after icon position is after. Okay, and if you want to create a space in between, so that you just put 10, for instance, it would be fine. Okay, cool. So now we have the call to action ready, right? So as you can see, this is how the our custom header it looks like right now, right? So that's the desktop. Let's gonna see how is in the different views, right? So for that, you go to this icon here, say responsive mode. to the bottom, right? When you click there, it will show this top bar where you can go into different views, right? So for instance, you can go to the tablet or you can go to the mobile, right? So let's go to the mobile first. Here in the mobile, as you can see, the columns takes the full width, right? So what we want is to probably, divide this and make a little bit more visual, right? So for that, I will go through edit column. The column is taking the 100%. So here we're gonna take only 70 and we're gonna the 30% left, right? It's gonna move that one into that, right? So let's go column width 30% and it will move here. As you can see, this toggle button is really, you can even see that. So you go through the icon, you go through the menu, and then on the toggle button, you need to change the background color, right? So let's gonna put that into granite, okay? You can play with the size if you want, and then the border, and then here is the radius, which is, you can make that as a circle. That is actually nice. So I'm just gonna keep that. Okay, and sometimes you don't want to display this button, or you don't want to display a column. So for that, you can hide. Is an option that you go and hide the object. How you do that is edit column, go to advanced, and then go to the section is called, I'm in the right place here, sorry, column, and then you go to responsive, right? Okay, as you can see here is where you can hide this column for the different views, right? In that case, we're gonna hide this for the mobile version, right? And now if you display, the button or this column is not showing for just for the mobile version, right? But if you go through the desktop, it still is visual, right? Okay, so now we done the mobile version here. It's gonna up. So okay, one more thing. As you can see, the menu is just on this column. If we want to add that as a full width, we just need to go back, right? You press the menu, you go to content, and then you go here, say mobile drop down, full width, and then it will take the full width, right? And also you see this gap is really small, so we can probably go through style, drop down, right? And then the distance, we're just gonna move that and make a space, right? So it's 15. If you want to align this menu to the center, you just go back to the content, and here where it say text align, you just put that into the center, right? If you want to make that bigger, you just go back to the style. Okay, cool. Also, if you want to change for instance, if you want to change this icon, you just go here library, and the same, you can go and change that, right? So in that case, I'm not going to change because I like that one for default, right? It's fine. Cool. So the mobile view, it will be done, right? And then now we're going to go through the tablet. Okay, tablet, as you can see here, that it should be go vertical and then middle, right? Probably we're gonna make a little bit bigger. So let's say 30, right? 30, and that one, it will be also 30, and then, so it will be 60, and that it will be 40. Okay. If you want to reduce this size, style, typography, and then you can play with the size. That's gonna put that maybe 12, a little bit small. All right, so maybe we can just leave it like that. It's fine. Okay, cool. So I think now, right, so as we have already our header, right, what we want is to do this sticky option, a sticky function, right, to get the header up to the top. How we're gonna do that is you go here to the edit section, you go to advanced, and then it's an option here, say motion effects, and then you click here sticky, so we're gonna stick that up to the top. Therefore, the header, it will be always at the top, right? If we want to be the header like relevant through the different objects, right? What we need to do is just go back here, advanced, right, and Z index. What that means, so for instance, now I'm gonna do the example here, right? So if I add another section, right, in this section, I'm just gonna make this section here, right? Let's put the color there, make this blue, for instance, or maybe, yeah, let's gonna make that granite. When you scroll, as you can see, right, the header, it will be at the top. That's why it's more relevant. So how we're gonna do that is here, using the Z index. As you can see, this header, the background is transparent. So how we're gonna make that? If you go to the edit section, you go to the style, you go background, type, here color, right? And then you can type this white. Now it will be white. So if it's any object, right, section, that it will be the header, it will have more relevant than the other, right? So how you do that is here, where it said is advanced, and then is Z index, right? So you can do that for any object that you want, right, or widget. Okay, so until here, I hope you guys enjoy and like this video, right? If you like, please like the video, and if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, right? The only thing that you guys need to do when it's done, right, is just go publish, right? So when you publish here, it will tell you what's the conditions normally, right? So you can use the entire site, right, to display. I already have my one here, but then if you want to exclude for a different one, you go here and say exclude. How does that works? Because imagine that you want to use different headers for a different page, right? So then you can add a different conditions, right? So I'm gonna exclude for the entire page, but I wanna use this header just for one of my landing page. You can do that, and then you just save, and it will be done, right? Okay, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.